If you can master this, you can really become abundantly successful. That's how important this is, what I'm going to talk about right now. And this is something that we run into, everybody runs into. Whether you're in a relationship, a friendship, family, friends, everybody runs into this. But if you're an entrepreneur, or if you're a growth mindset person, exploring your growth mindset journey, or you're having a spiritual awakening, this is really going to resonate with you. This is going to impact you more than even how it impacts regular people in everyday life. So what I'm talking about is when we are told to let go, it's actually a struggle. It's a journey to be able to let go of things. It sounds easy, and mindset coaches and everybody that's trying to help you with personal development will tell you, just have to let go. Let go of the things that no longer serve you. Let go of the people, the things, the mindsets, all the things that no longer serve you and no longer helping you to move forward. Just let it go. And it sounds easy, it sounds simple. And when I try to do it, I understand what I'm supposed to do. It's like when you understand that if you go to the gym every day, you're going to feel better. You're going to have more energy. You're going to build up your muscles. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. But to actually go and do it, to actually go through the steps, it's not as easy as it sounds. Of just saying, oh yeah, go to the gym and you're going to feel better and have more energy. Doing the actual thing that you know that you're supposed to do is the hard part. So what I'm talking about is, I went through this, as I'm telling you, I'm going through this transformation. And this transformation is going from where I was to where I am now and to where I'm going to be. So I'm not the person that I used to be. I'm not the person, and the person that I am right now is not the person that I'm going to be. But it's this journey that I'm going on that I'm sharing with you. So what happened with me, and you'll be able to relate to this, I'm sure, because we all go through this type of thing. What happened to me is pre-COVID, and when I call COVID, I call it the Great Disruption. So before the Great Disruption, my life was on a pathway to be very successful and make a lot of money doing the things that I was doing. And one of the big things that I was into was speaking on stage. And so I was able to connect with two different speaking groups. And the one was a speaking competition, and then the other one was just these speaking groups, these clubs. They had all these different clubs all throughout Southern Ontario, and I was speaking in different cities almost every month. For about 3 years, I was on that journey. And the other one was a community. So it was a community. We were all like-minded people. We were all attracted to this community. And in this community, everybody went to both things. So we have the speaking competition thing that was like a monthly competition, and you also had these monthly events that you could go and speak at. And we were all learning to speak on stage, practice our craft, get really good at our craft. So everybody that was in that moment, we were all like-minded, we were all on the same journey. But as we started learning and getting good at what we were doing, each person journey started to change a little bit. Some people became more successful at what they were doing, and some people took that skill into a different direction that wasn't really so much aligned with what brought us all together. And so as we went through those years leading up to the Great Disruption, everybody was changing, the environment was changing, the competition, the way that they were doing it was changing. So it was constantly changing. Everything was constantly changing, and everybody was constantly growing and developing and becoming something more than what they were when we started. That was great. But I was starting to see that I'm not really in aligned with a lot of the people that were in it at the beginning. And then because the speaking competition, it really grew in popularity, and it grew in what it could do, it became something more than what it was when we first joined. And new people came in that weren't part of the grassroots. They came in at a higher level than what we had started out as. So we were kind of like at the same level they were at, but they had these huge egos, and they were different type of people with very different reasons for why they were in this competition thing. So that whole vibe had changed drastically to the point where I wasn't aligned with that vibe anymore. The other group was still a strong group, and I was still involved in it. But when the Great Disruption happened, that was suddenly taken away. So all the speaking things were taken away from me and from all the people that I knew. And those connections that we had, they were in-person connections. They were gone. And so what happened was, once that disruption happened, that great disruption, everybody started reflecting. I started to reflect, and I started to understand, where I was, what I was trying to do. And the big thing that happened in that moment was we all had to start learning how to do what we were doing online and make money online income streams. So the income streams started to become a big thing. And as we were learning this, I was doing lots of videos before, but once that happened, the videos blew up. Everybody started doing videos. You had no choice. I was doing podcast guest appearances before, but all of a sudden there was an abundance of podcasts, and everybody was doing podcast appearances. So the things that were kind of making what I was doing unique, all of a sudden became things that everybody had to do to be able to survive and to stay in business and to be able to grow their business. And what happened for me is I wasn't connected anymore to these groups, and I realized that the trajectory, the way that they're going, wasn't the same way as where I was going. So I had to let go of those relationships, let go of that whole experience. And that was fine. That was easy to do because we were all cut off from each other anyways. And as things started to open back up, I knew I wasn't aligned with the people and the vibes that were there, because I was different. But I started to be aligned with this online make money online group of entrepreneurs. And after a little while, I felt like I'm not really aligned with these people either. I'm not aligned with any of this stuff. And so in 2023, by the summer 2023, I stepped back from everything because nothing was in alignment. And I started to realize that I was going through a transformation in my perspective, a transformation in my priorities, a transformation in how I wanted to help people, how I wanted to serve people, what I was actually wanting to do. So as I was going through this transformation and I had let go of things, the struggle, which is what I want to talk to you about, the struggle was not letting go, but understanding that everything changes. And those moments that you had, they were temporary. They were the moment of the time. They were the vibe of the time. And I was aligned with these people for a reason. And those were great relationships. But I started to miss those relationships. And recently, I've really began to miss those relationships. But as I started looking at those relationships, it's just like when you have a love relationship with somebody and it falls apart and it doesn't work out anymore and you move on. And after a while, you only start thinking about all the great memories that you had, all the great things. And you kind of erase the reasons why it didn't work out, the reasons why it wasn't a good fit. And you entertain maybe getting back together. But our problem is, and this is a problem that everybody faces in the world, and it's right now is very relevant, because right now people are wanting to go back to the way things were, go back to how it used to be. But that's gone. That was a temporary moment. Every moment in time is temporary, and it's aligned to who you were at that time. who you are now, it's impossible for you to go back to where you were before, because you're not the same person anymore. The people around you are not the same person anymore. Everybody has had these experiences, and it's changed us. And it's awoken many people. Other people, maybe they're stuck in a rut, and they're angry, and they want to go back. But even if they go back, you can't go back. It's gone. Time only moves forward, and things are always changing. So you have to learn to adapt to those changes and let go of the possibility that you can recreate something that you had before. That's gone. Whatever you're creating now is going to be new. If you realign with some people, because as they grow and they change, maybe they catch up to where you are, or you catch up to where they are, and maybe you align again. But whatever that new relationship, that new experience is going to be, it's not going to be the same as it was before. And this is key to understand. Everything is temporary. This is one of the mindset breakthroughs, that once I really understood this, letting go of the experiences that I had that were no longer serving me, I could still cherish those memories, and I still do cherish those memories. I had great times with those groups of people when we were all coming up and learning how to speak, and that whole community, that whole grassroots movement was happening. But I also understand that that will never happen again. That was for the moment. That's because we were all learning. We were all learning, and we were all growing together at the same time. And as we all grew, we moved to different levels of growth, different levels of success. So if you can master not just letting go, but master understanding that that was a temporary moment, celebrate it, it was wonderful, but understand that that's never going to come back. Once that moment is over, once that vibe is over, it's gone. It's over forever. This is a memory that you have. It's an experience that you have that you can always talk about and draw from. But now you have to focus on the new memories and where you are now. And the more that you can spend time in where you are right now, the easier it's going to be for you to be able to focus on what you're trying to do. Because you won't have all these regrets, wondering, well, maybe I could still create that, recreate that. It's gone. Whatever you're creating now is going to be new. And if you can master that, then you can really start to create success, an abundance of success in your life. Because you're always going to be focused on moving forward, and you're going to be okay with enjoying that experience and letting it go, and understanding that it's okay, that it's over. You got what you needed out of it. The people around you got what you needed out of it. And then you guys moved on. You moved on to bigger and better things. And just wish the people that are around you that maybe you're not connected to anymore, if you wish them success, and you're happy for them, and you cheerlead for them, even though you're really not aligned with them anymore, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel wonderful, and you're going to be happy with what you're doing, and you're going to find the people that are aligned with where you are now. And those people, they might be in your life for a month, 3 months, a few years. They might be in your life for the rest of your life. You don't know. But understand, everything is temporary. Enjoy the moment that you're in, and utilize the gifts that you have and all the things that are happening in the moment that you're in right now. So when I started to understand that I was going through this transformation, and my values and the things that were important to me were changing, I realized that moment, all the things that I was building before, were no longer very relevant to me for what I needed to do next. And so that's what I wanted to share with you. We dive deep into a lot of these things in the workshops, and you can sign up for the workshops. There's always links in the description. I want to share this stuff with you because I know it's hard. It's hard to let go and to not want to go back and not want to try to recreate. But if you can really get that mindset breakthrough that everything is temporary, and it's okay to let go, and it's okay to enjoy those memories, but understand that that was a moment in time, and now you have to deal with the time that you're in and the moment that you're in, and even these moments are temporary, and things are going to change and develop, and you're going to be a different person later on than you even are right now. And if you understand that, that's how you can become abundantly successful, because your vision is always focused on forward, focused on enjoying right now, and then being prepared for what comes next. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Subscribe to this channel. I probably didn't say that last time. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment, and check out the website, check out the workshops, get signed up for the next workshop. You're really going to enjoy it. It's going to be about creating the GPS for your success. It's going to be happening soon, so check that out. That's all I wanted to say for now, and until next time, you heard?